welcome back to Kidz Korner. I'm Christine, I'm host of the show, and today I'm going to be reading to you again. Last time, if you were watching, I had said that I was going to read you Rose Petruzzi's book, and sorry, Rose, I wasn't able to. The two books that I read from the other author, Cathy Gibson, were a little bit longer than I had thought, but I'm starting the show off with Rose Petruzzi's book. Get this, she did everything in this book. That she's the publisher, she's the author, and she's the illustrator. So these are really great. And it's true story too. This is her relation. And the first book I'm going to read you is Did I Tell You I Love You Today? Did I tell you I love you today? So don't forget. So say I love you to your brother, your sister, your mom, your cousins, your aunts, your friends. Okay, so this is illustrated and written by Rose Petruzzi, Petruzzi. And so she's a local author in Connecticut. And she wrote this book, and she did all the illustrations. And I love her style as well. And it looks like a poodle, and this big, huge butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? She signed this book, so that's what you see here. So this book is dedicated to you with great love, joy, and gratitude. Isn't this great? I love this. All the colors. I love all these colors. There once was a spectacular being. A warm, fuzzy being at that, named Pood. Isn't it cute? Pood knew, her. I said he, her. Pood knew her purpose since the day she was born, and that was to love. All the hearts. She lives what is in her heart and simply thinks, or sometimes says, did I tell you I love you today? Just look at those eyes, right? Look in there and I would melt too. Isn't that beautiful? Did I tell you I love you this morning when I opened my eyes to see you? Look at all the poodles and the Pood dancing and playing. Did I tell you I love you for creating me just the way I am? Oh, and this is you can see there's this food, and that's where she sleeps. So did I tell you I love you for so generously providing me everything I need? Did I tell you I love you today because my heart sings with joy? Now, you don't have to just hear this from a dog. You could say it too. And perhaps you have some pets, and maybe they're not poodles or not a dog or a cat. And there she is, the author, with Poodie at her side, and she's reading her books. Isn't that cute? And there's other dogs there too. Aww. Did I tell you today that I love you for helping me grow? Now, how you help her grow is because you're taking care of. You're feeding, you're loving, you're making sure they're healthy. And that's how you grow. And you keep giving them attention and hugging them. Oh, and look at this big, huge butterfly. You know how butterflies start out, they're just little worms, and they turn into this big transformational butterfly. You saw bees in the spring, and the robin, the turtle over here. Oh, there's a little cat over there, and a worm. Did I tell you I love you today for feeling one with all your creations? Ah. Look all the flowers here. I'm sure that looks like the dog likes all those flowers. And oh, look, right in the middle is a hummingbird. Did I tell you I love you today for all the beauty that surrounds us? Did I tell you I love you today for making this earth, our home, a paradise? More hearts. Oh, look at how happy she is. Did I thank you today for all your great gifts? And it's on her lap now. Did I tell you I love you today because you are here with me? Aw, isn't that sweet? Oh, now she's running with her or walking. Do you have a pet that you walk to and follows you everywhere? I had a cat that did that. And I had a dog when I was younger, did the same thing. Did I tell you I love you today for guiding and protecting me? They do that, right? They don't want anybody else to hurt you. Oh, and now they're playing ball with the dog. Do you play ball with your dog too? That must be fun. Does he give it back or does he make you chase for it? Or she? Did I tell you I love you for inspiring me to do my best? Aw, see, even the dog comforts the person who is in the wheelchair here. And they're all happy for you. Isn't that sweet? Did I tell you I love you for sharing this miraculous day? I know, isn't that beautiful? Picture, like today was sun. The day we're producing the show, 90 degrees. Did I thank you today for all your love? He is happy too, huh? Did you have a sad day and your pet just comes over and just seems to know and just like gives you a lick or a little hug or a paw or, you know, even maybe just have a fish, you know, just looking at them swimming. And that is so cute. Did I tell you today that I love you with all my heart? Aww. And it says a little bit about Pood. There's some pictures here. There's some real pictures, a real dog. Pootie was the brainchild of Rose's husband, Chris Kozoza, in the spring of 2001. Having grown up with poodles, he knew how wonderful it was to have a canine pet member of the family. So he went looking for a dog to rescue. He found Pootie. A cowering, do you know what cower means? He's just shy, doesn't want to. A 2-year-old miniature poodle with soulful eyes. Just look in his eyes. If you look right in there, it's like you just melt. Poodle learned to adapt to her new home and eventually became a major influence in the lives of both Rose and Chris. Her gentle, steady, unconditional love is a constant reminder of forces at work, greater than ourselves. She nudges us to look at ourselves, our world, and our lives with gratitude, to appreciate all that has been given to us. Special thanks to Chris Kozoza, Jan Panova, Nicole Lilly, and my editor, Virginia Small, for all your support. Most of all, I'd like to thank Pootie, the co-creator of this dream come true. I love you, signed Rose. So we saved a dog. Maybe you can go down to the shelter and you can save an animal. It doesn't have to be a poodle. So this is a true story. Isn't that great? Did I tell you I loved you today? And I have another great book I'm going to read. I'm going to take a sip of my water so I can finish without coughing. You know how you just keep talking, you're like, and then your voice goes? That's much better. Now, this is another story with Rose Petruzzi, who did all the coloring, or not coloring, I'm sorry, the artistic work, illustrating. And she also publicized this book, and I have permission from her also. And it's about her grandmother, inspired by Pootie, Megan, and their grandmothers. And the name of this book is How to Throw a Birthday Party for a 105, yes, 105-year-old. True story. Yep, that's how old she was. I don't know how long she lived. I forgot to ask her. But she threw a party for a 105-year-old. Doesn't she look great? Wow, just looking at this picture. Yep, and there's Pootie. And I just read you the story about Pootie, see? It looks like there's two. And there's presents, and look, she's got a hat on. I hope you got a shot of that before I had to turn the page. But sometimes the pages are difficult to turn. But, okay. It's fun to throw a party for a 105-year-old. And here's how you do it. First, make sure she wants a party, right? Ask her and hope she says yes. I love parties. You love parties of the ice cream? Yummy. But be careful. You don't want to have too much. If she says yes, start planning. Find out what she wants. See all the illustration? Great. There's Pootie. Make a list. Date, the time, the place, invitations, guests, food and drinks, cleaning, decorations, party favors. Everything for a great party. Yay! She'll love to go to parties. I do. They're fun. You meet all these people and new people and friends and family, and everyone talks. Find out who would like to pitch in. You don't want to do it all by yourself. That's a lot of work. One says, I'll clean the house. Another one says, I'll bring the veggies and dip. See, so if everyone brings something that their favorite they love, then they feel all warm and all part of the party. And another one says, I'll set the table. Another one says, we'll make a cake. Well, see, all that work, there's a lot of work involved. So if you get everyone will do something, even clean up. And another one, oh yes, of course, you have to pick her up, right? How's she gonna get there? 105, she's not walking. When the day arrives, be ready, be very thankful, and have a whole lot of fun. Isn't that, there's the butterfly, and there's 2 poodles now. Isn't that great home? Yeah, so don't forget the 105-year-old. Make sure the guest of honor arrives safely. Yes, drive careful, and is comfortable. As it looks here, it looks like she's got some bubbles in her drink there. Yeah, look, and some food, maybe some little snacks. And don't forget the people, right? The right day and the time. Make her feel very, very special. That was some added stuff I ad-libbed, but this is her. Make her feel very, very special because she is, right? Of course. Shower her with love, kindness, and joy because you can, right? Oh, and then wait. So they're all there. All her families gathered around. She must feel really special and warm to have look at them, all her family and friends, and her grandkids and nephews and nieces. It's got to feel very welcoming. And then the door opens and everyone has ever known walks through. They have food with them and prizes and smiles and hugs. Oh, and look at the food. Wow, lots of food. And they see the beautiful table that is prepared. And all the old photographs. Oh, don't forget all the photographs. 105, that's a lot of pictures, isn't it? Yeah. All the presidents and the adventures and people and places she's seen and gone. I would love to have talked to her, right? That's history in the making, which tell a wonderful story of all the pictures here, right? All the old photographs, it says, which tell a wonderful story. It does. And then you all get to talk about what happened that day and with whom and where they are now, right? You lose yourselves in the joy of the moment. Look how happy they are. There's so much laughter and eating and singing and dancing and fun. Oh yeah, it's not just eating. No. Then there's a hush. And one of the guests makes a toast. Do you know what a toast is? That's not the bread you put in the toaster to make toast. That's with a drink, right? And you hold it up. You've seen them hold up. That's when they want to say something really great about that person that's what they call it, makes a toast. And then someone else stands up, and then another speaks. And so all that needs to be said is said. All good stuff, never bad. You keep the bad stuff up. Everything's good. Everyone sings happy birthday, and the very happy birthday girl blows out all the candles. 105. Oh, maybe the fire department should stand by for that one, huh? No, I'm only joking. And that's how you throw a party for a 105-year-old. Wasn't that a great story? And in the back, she shows pictures of the 105-year-old when she was younger, and then when she's mid to there, and then how she is now, or then when she wrote the book. It says about Rina Stella del Po Petruzzi. Rina, better known as Nani, is a major inspiration for this book. At 105 years old, she never ceases to amaze us with her indomitable spirit. She advises us to trust in God, take care of our health, be honest, and be useful. About Helen Louise Shea, Helen, also known as Fuani, Nana, and Grandma by her 27 grandchildren, really knew how to throw a party. No expenses was spared to make sure everyone had a great time. Memories of those events live on and inspire us. About Pootie and Megan, that's the two poodles you've seen. Since my last book, Did I Tell You I Love You Today, which I just read, Pootie has a sister. Her name is Megan. Like Pood, she's 11 years old and a miniature poodle, but a bit smaller. She is a terrific companion and has her own quirky personality. They are like two poodles in a pod. You know, like say two peas in a pod. Well, she's saying two poodles in a pod. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. This book is dedicated to Rosemary Shea Petruzzi and Leonard Joseph Petruzzi. Mom and Dad, thank you for your love, support, and all the wonderful times we shared as a family. That just want to make me cry, right? Isn't that family just wonderful to get together? Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, she is writing some more books. She is just a wonderful lady. She's been here a long time ago. She came, and she read some stories then to us. And it was wonderful. I'm going to try to read, I'm not sure if I can get everything in there, another book by Catherine Gibson, and the illustrations by Michael LaChance. It says written by Catherine Gibson and Michael LaChance, I'm sorry, illustrated by Rebecca Phillips. And it's called Gracie Saves the Day. And whenever you write, get one of these books, you get a doll that goes with it, and that's Sophie. Let me just take a drink. And I'm going to try to read as much as I can. Apologize if I can't get it all in. So it says, Gracie saves the day. As you see, she's in a baseball uniform. And if you see some of her books, she's also deaf. It's dedicated to Alyssa and Kylie Guzerwinski. I'm sorry if I pronounce her wrong. Guzerwinski, the kindest, coolest girls. I know, it's red. And this does look like a long book. So I'm just going to I'll do my best, okay? So Penelope Taylor was the meanest, crankiest girl in the whole school. She thought she was perfect. She wore perfect dresses, her nails were perfectly done, and she always wore a perfect bow in her hair. Poor Gracie wearing that dirty baseball shirt again. Penelope snickered. When are you going to dress and act like a girl? Gracie and her best friend, Joey, kept walking out of school toward the bus. So this isn't Sophie, this is Gracie, okay? Joey shook his head. I know you get along with just about everybody, but you have to admit, Gracie, it's even harder for you to get along with Penelope Taylor, he muttered. Gracie gave him a little smile. Besides, Joey continued, you love sports, and you're good at them. You can hit, kick, and throw things better than most of us guys. Gracie's smile stretched into a grin, and most of all, I love baseball, she said. I loved baseball too when I was younger. Yeah, and you're so good. Us guys picked you first for our team. Joey and Gracie slapped a high five just as they heard their friend Mary call from the school steps. Mary ran toward them, waving a piece of paper. You guys, check this out, she shouted. Several of their friends heard her and gathered around. Mary handed the paper to Gracie. Please do this with me. I can't do it without you. But before Gracie could read what it said, Penelope snatched it out of her hand. A dance contest. Oh, how wonderful! She twirled around the crowd, holding the paper in the air. As you see right here, it says dance contest. Let me see it, Gracie said. Penelope threw it at her. Don't bother, this is for girls only. Hey, Gracie is a girl, said Mary. Oh, she is. Penelope looked Gracie up and down. Then why does she always dress and act like a boy? Just then, Principal Goldsmith walked toward them, and everyone scattered except Gracie. Gracie just stood there. Are you okay, Gracie? Principal Goldsmith asked. I'm fine, hiding her tears. When Gracie arrived home, she stormed into her house, dropped her backpack on the kitchen floor, slid down the wall, and just sat there. Her mom joined Gracie on the floor. How was your day? Mary really wants me to enter the school dance contest with her, but I'm not a dancer, she said. And besides, I don't have anything to wear. Why don't you do it just for fun? Mom asked and reached for her hand to help her off the floor. Come on, I have an idea that might help you make up your mind. Gracie had never been in a store like the ballet boutique. She felt uncomfortable, even when Miss Lulu smiled at them from behind at the counter. How may I help you, please? She asked. We're looking for an outfit for our school dance contest, Mom replied. Miss Lulu showed them every dress in the store, but nothing seemed right. Then Gracie peeked into a white box on the counter shaped like a tutu. She opened it and saw the most beautiful tutu she had ever seen. Her eyes lit up. Maybe dressing up won't be so bad. This tutu is a winner. But Miss Lulu pointed to a yellow tag hanging from it. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry, she said, but this tutu is reserved for someone else. I'm actually expecting her in now. Gracie's heart sank. The bell above the door chimed, and Miss Lulu took the tutu from the hanger. Gracie didn't want to see the lucky girl who owned the tutu. She tugged on Mom's sleeve. Let's go, she whispered. Do you like my dress? A familiar voice asked. Gracie could only watch while Penelope held the tutu under her chin and swayed this way and that, and gazed at her perfect reflection in the mirror with the light bouncing off the sparkly dress. Of course, it was the perfect dress for Penelope. With this, I am sure to win first prize, Penelope said. She spun in a pretty pirouette. Driving home, Mom said, it's not what a dancer wears, but how she feels inside that makes her a great dancer. Gracie frowned. I don't care about all this stuff, she grumbled. Really? Then why are you entering the contest? Mom asked. Because of that girl, Penelope. She's always telling me how I look and act like a boy. Plus, Mary really wants me to dance with her. Gracie, don't change who you are for Penelope or anyone else, Mom said. How about dancing for fun instead? That night in bed, Gracie thought about what her mom had said. She decided, costume or no costume, she was going to be herself and try her best and have fun. The next day, Gracie put on her cap, jersey, and shorts and headed to baseball practice. Joey was on the pitcher's mound, winding up. Grab a bat, Gracie. I'll pitch you some balls. Strike, strike, strike. Wow, you never strike out. What's wrong with you, Gracie? Asked Joey. Gracie dropped her bat and tossed her hat to the ground. Penelope Taylor, that's what. She's always teasing me about what I wear and what I do. Joey jogged in front of the pitcher's mound. When he got close, he said, so what? You're a team player and Penelope's not. You're our friend no matter what people look like or what they wear. We like you just the way you are. Gracie smiled slowly, then turned and sprinted away. Over her shoulder, she called back, thanks, Joey. You're the best. I gotta go. I have to practice a dance routine at Mary's. Gracie rang the doorbell to apartment 12C. Mary answered the door. Come on in, she said. Mom, Gracie's here. We're going outside to practice. Wait a minute, said her mom. I have something for you. She handed Mary a paper bag. Mary reached inside and pulled out a tutu. It wasn't brand new, but it still sparkled. She gave her mom a big hug and slipped it on. Do you like it, Gracie? Mary asked. Yes, you look great, Gracie said. Girls went outside to practice. Mary helped Gracie create a simple but good routine, then practice her own complicated one. Gracie tried her best, but she kept tripping over her own feet. Mary stopped to help her every time. Just keep practicing, she said. You'll get it. Soon, a group of kids from the apartment circled around them and clapped while they danced. Suddenly, a voice spoke out from the crowd. Mary, is that what you're wearing for the school dance contest? It was Penelope again. You can't win wearing that old tutu, Penelope said. Then she turned to Gracie and you. You should stick to baseball. Ignoring Penelope, Gracie put her arm around Mary. Let's go. Who cares what she thinks? Mary looked down at her costume. But she's right, she whimpered. I can't win in this. It's old. Gracie took Mary's hand and looked her in the eyes. You are the best dancer in the whole school. If you feel good and beautiful inside, you are the same outside. And I think your tutu is great. I don't know, I'm not finished with the book, and I think I may have ran out of time. So I'm going to have to continue this book to another time. I'm sorry to leave you as a cliffhanger, but this book is called Gracie Saves the Day. Maybe you might see in your local library, or you can wait to the next showing. And also apologize to Catherine Gibson and Michael LaChance and the illustrator Rebecca Phillips. This is a phenomenal book, and it teaches children a lot, how, you feel down about yourself, and you just be yourself and be who you are. That is fantastic. So tune in again to Kids Corner.